So, I saw this TikTok. Mr. Jaden Evangelista, he said, me trying to explain to the homeboys that we need to be more performative this summer. We need to go get more matcha and post it on our Instagram stories. We need to buy more niche clothing. We need to listen to more Lana Del Rey, but Rey is spelt with an A, which is wrong. We need to do better. And this has 100,000 likes or more at this point. This reminded me of that trend that was like guys and they would post a outfit and they'd be like, yeah, I'm a man and I listen to Clairo and I drink matcha. I have a good example. CA Score 2 said, yes, I drink matcha. Yes, my shirt are cropped. No, I will not turn off my Clairo. Yes, I'm a man. Yes, I am straight. Yes, I wear rings. Just let me be, bro. And this got me thinking about the word performative. I was introduced to the work of Erving Goffman, and he has this theory called the dramaturgical theory, and it pretty much posits that our interactions are merely us performing to a given set of circumstances. For each environment that we're in, our interactions are just us performing to standards that are set in this environment. We don't actually have like a sense of self. We don't actually have an identity. Our lives are just made up of us performing to different circumstances. There's no like true self. We're performers. So I watched The Rehearsal by Nathan Fielder, and it talks a lot about this idea of performance. So season 2 focuses around aviation disasters. What Nathan does is he does this whole absurd deep dive on super horrible aviation disasters, and what he discovers is that most of them are caused by miscommunication in the cockpit. So, like a co-pilot will be afraid to say what they're thinking, and a pilot will be resistant to any criticism or any comment from the co-pilot. If we applied Goffman's theory to a cockpit environment, the perceived circumstances of a cockpit, the co-pilots don't think that they can speak up. In one notable sequence of The Rehearsal, Nathan brings on this real co-pilot who's having struggles with his girlfriend. The girlfriend is accepting all these super flirty gifts with a customer at her work, and the boyfriend is having a hard time confronting her about this. He's kind of being avoidant, and he's putting on a face of it's fine, I don't care. So what Nathan does is he forces this confrontation, and we see the co-pilot begrudgingly confronting his girlfriend about this, and she gets super defensive, but you kind of laugh at the co-pilot. Why isn't he spoken up, But what Nathan does throughout this whole series that he created, The Rehearsal, is he pokes fun at our inherent need to perform. He pokes fun at why we're inauthentic when we can just express how we feel. Nathan is almost confirming Goffman's theory and challenging why we are the way that we are. Back to the TikTok Matcha Clairo boys, I was wondering, is the label performative inherently bad? Because like Nathan points out and like Goffman asserted, there's an inherent nature in humans to be performative and to act in accordance with the circumstances that we're given. Everything is derivative when we think about it. Our personalities are just culminations of media that we consume and people that we interact with. And performance, in a way, can be a tool for us to manifest good versions of ourselves. For example, if you had this dream of becoming a musician, you can mentally align yourself with this persona of a musician and read a bunch about your favorite musicians, you can learn a new instrument, and by assuming this persona that you don't inherently have yet, it helps you achieve what you want to become. The fake it till you make it can work in a lot of situations of self improvement. But what's so frustrating about these like TikTok matcha boys is that they're not assuming a identity to improve themselves for themselves. They're assuming this identity to appeal to the female gaze or to get clout, I guess. In Nathan Fielder's The Rehearsal, Nathan challenges this performance that we put on for other people's eyes, performance that is not self improving.